I mean, look at it, dude. It looks like dog food, right? Like straight up out of a can. What's up, guys? My name is Mel Rodriguez, barbecue pitmaster, founder of La Traila Barbecue, formerly of La Traila Barbecue, and soon to be Tejano Barbecue, located in Coconut Grove, which is a small town within Miami, Florida. We're gonna taste several different variations of pulled pork that you can find in your local supermarket, and we're just gonna kind of go through the four. And I can tell you right now, this is not how I cook my barbecue. My barbecue is slightly a little different. Obviously, Texas style barbecue is gonna always be different from anything else across the country, especially when it comes to pulled pork. Mine's gonna be a little more, less sauce, actually no sauce. And you know, very, very simple, right? We're gonna pull it, we're gonna hold it, we're not gonna mash it and make it look like a manwich meal, because that's what this all looks like. But if you go anywhere, this is probably kind of what you're gonna get in most places outside of Texas. Maybe some places in Texas, who knows? But this is pulled pork at its finest from your local grocery store. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna start over here. This is number one. Number one, it's been sitting here, but if you look at it, man, it really looks like something that has really dried out. And the way that they kind of saved this one, man, is that they just poured a bunch of sauce into it. And it just makes so much sense to do this and send it to a grocery store, right? And put it in a frozen food aisle. But I can already tell you I'm not gonna like it. I can already tell you I'm not gonna like it. Let's go. That's exactly what it is. It just tastes really old. Got hints of barbecue. It's very salty. And it's very, very dry. I think the only way you can fix this, man, is with a really nice, buttery, hot potato roll, a bunch of pickles and onions, and maybe a bunch more sauce. That's the only way you're fixing that one.
This episode of the Dade Blind Tasting is brought to you by Blackened M81 Cigars by Drew Estate. M81 Cigars by Drew Estate is a passion project brought together by three vastly experienced and talented cigar enthusiasts: Jonathan Drew, the founder and president of Drew Estate; James Hetfield, Metallica co-founder, singer, and guitarist; and Rob Dietrich, the master distiller and blender of Blackened American Whiskey. M81 Cigars has a wrapper of Mexican San Andreas, a binder of Connecticut broadleaf, and fillers are a blend of Nicaraguan and Pennsylvania broadleaf. Available in 4 distinct sizes: Robusto, Corona Doble, Corona, and a Toro. Just like the blind tasting, they all offer something different. For any additional information, please visit drewestate.com and they'll give you everything you need.
Let's go with number two. Two just looks bad, man. Look at this. Come on, man. We could do better than that, right? I mean, at least it looks like it's shredded pork. But this one is definitely like, oh man, what the fuck is this? It almost smells like spaghetti. That's what it almost smells like. Spaghetti with a bunch of barbecue. But it doesn't taste bad. I'll give it some credit. That's actually not bad at all. It's still got some of the integrity that you want in pulled pork. I mean, don't let that fool you. I mean, there's meat under there for sure, man. Like, look at this. You still got little strands in there, man, which is what I like for the most part, man, when it comes to pulled pork. You want it to be like fibrous, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's not much seasoning. You can tell like all the flavors in the actual sauce. I would definitely crush that with the barbecue chips, a nice potato roll, again, bunch of pickles and onions. It doesn't need any sauce. It's full of sauce, man. But the flavor, not bad. I would eat that. This one, from the moment he put this out, I said, hey, this one doesn't look too bad. But now that it's been sitting for quite some time, it kind of looks like, well, not like the first one. A little more of the second one. You can still see it's a little fibrous too, like Carolina based, maybe orange, like yeah, it's like a Carolina sauce, I guess. It smells good. Also smells like beef, which is weird. No, that ain't it. It's like candy. That's what that tastes like. With a hint of meat. What the fuck is that? At least that one tasted like pork. This one tastes like a jelly. You know what I'm saying? Like a jam. This is like jam. You know there's a bunch of like sauce in that, so I mean, who knows what that is, man, but it's definitely got, I don't know, man, maybe it's definitely got some sort of fruit syrup in it. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but definitely it's just too sweet, man, to be quite honest. I don't think I'd want to eat that one. So number 2 is still kind of like my favorite so far. That one's not good. This one definitely looks like it came out of a can, bro. And it almost, it resembles like some really, really, really bad brisket. I think this one's gonna be kind of like number 1, but a little saucier. It doesn't even taste like pork. You can't taste it. This could all be tofu. You wouldn't even know. The sauce on number 4 is not bad, but it's also not like doing the meat any justice. It like doesn't match for some reason. This one right here does. This one's more like sweet molasses, like tomato puree. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that tastes like. Like I said, this is, you wouldn't even know that's pork. You put any of these in between 2 buns, pickles, onions, and a little more sauce, you'll crush it every time. But definitely not something I would want to eat. And again, this is all different from what I'm used to cooking, man. Again, my stuff's gonna be pulled in the moment. You know, it's not gonna be too crazy in terms of like seasonings and stuff like that. I mean, we typically like to stick to anything, salt, pepper, you know, garlic, onion powder, little, you know, cayenne, maybe a little paprika, you know, something like that. Nothing too fancy, man, but more, we rely more on the smoke element, man, for the food that I cook. But this, you could tell they all rely on their sauce, man. And that's generally what happens when you have these barbecues, like these like pre-packed barbecue meals being sold in grocery stores, is they're all jammed in with a bunch of sauces. And who knows, man, some of these, I think you mentioned some of these are like sauce branded pulled porks.
So if you had to pick a winner right now,
I'd have to go with this one. And I'm going for thirds. That one kind of tastes like they put a little effort into it. So I would probably say, again, I've never had Jack Daniel's pulled pork or any other pulled pork you can buy in a grocery store, man. But if I were gonna buy one, it would probably be this one. And I'd like to know the name of it because who knows, man, maybe one day I'm in a pinch and
yeah,
I need to make a barbecue sandwich. But stay away from these, man. These probably right here will give you diabetes. Seriously, man, because that one's sweet. That is just not good. And then this one right here, I mean, look at it, dude. It looks like dog food, right? Like straight up out of a can. So I'd say 1, 2, because that actually had like a little pork flavor. This had no pork flavor. So it was just kind of like meat and sauce, whatever that is. 3, and then definitely in the rear end, 4. Real pit cooked, barbecue guaranteed. Fuck. Man. I don't even know what to say about this, dude. Like, marketing is everything. Look at this shit. Brookwood Farms? Gluten-free, naturally smoked. What the fuck does naturally smoked mean? What? With our original barbecue sauce. Did you see their barbecue sauce in your barbecue quest? No? Oh, that's bad, dude. Curly's. I've never seen this before. Natural hickory smoked. So it says barbecue sauce with hickory smoked pulled pork. I can get that. Like I said, you taste the sauce, but you can also taste the meat. And the meat had this smoky like flavor But like I said, the thing that did it for me on this one was the consistency of the pork. It actually had a good consistency that I would like to eat. How did I know, dude? Jack Daniel's pulled pork. Like, look at it. You see, it doesn't look like that. This is like just all mush and it's just like straight candy, dude. And it says barbecue spice rubbed using the finest quality spices. I don't know, man. Like, these guys, like, I'll give it to them, dude. Like, they're doing their thing. And
They're doing their thing.
Pig Beach. Yeah. Listen, man, I won't say anything bad about Pig Beach.
What's Pig Beach for people who don't know?
So Pig Beach is they're a New York-based like barbecue restaurant, man. They're actually in West Palm too. They're in fucking supermarkets, so you know they've got a pretty nice brand, right? But it's New York, right? Like, I mean, I ain't gonna shit on New York, bro. Like, it's just, I'm sure there's guys out there that are doing great stuff, man. But man, I'm from Austin, Texas, dude. Born and raised, and barbecue's been like around me all of my life. So for me to like come down and be exposed to this, I mean, it's not every day, dude, that you get to eat, that you have to eat this stuff. I will say this, man, pulled pork is probably not the best thing that you can find in any Texas barbecue restaurant. In my opinion, it's definitely the easiest thing to cook, man, but it's also the easiest thing to mess up, you know? And I know a lot of barbecue restaurants that are like really, really well known for their barbecue, man, who make terrible pulled pork. And I don't know if it's because people don't want to put like the effort to like just making it good. I mean, again, it doesn't require a lot, clearly, but pulled pork is definitely not a Texas staple. You know, if we're talking on barbecue in Texas, we're talking our Texas Trinity, right? Which is brisket, sausage, and ribs. That's it. You know, everything else is kind of like secondary, man. Those are the three things we kind of tend to focus on, man, because that's what we like. Yeah, I ain't buying any of these, dude, but if I had to buy anything, man, I'm gonna go with the Curly's pulled pork. It was actually not bad, and again, I wouldn't buy it, but if you gave this to me, I wouldn't be mad at you. I'd probably say something, but I won't be mad at you for sure, dude. Like, I mean, look at this. February 17th, 2024. That's how long this shit is good for. Like, come on, dude. You should not have pulled pork in your fridge, dude, for months. Like, unless it's frozen. Was this frozen?
No,
Bro, so you know all the preservatives that are fucking sitting in this thing, man.
none of them were frozen.
None of them were frozen.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Let's see what the expiration dates on these. January 2024. Bro, February. Yeah, dude, these are all good till next year. Oh man. This is some lazy man shit, man, for real, dude. Like if you're not even in a pinch, man, because pulled pork is so easy to do. You don't even have to smoke it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just put it in the oven, let it roast. Fucking crock pot, you can get better stuff out of it. And you know, you can make your own sauce or grab some rib rack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it won't be this. That's for damn sure. So yeah, no, okay, no, and no. I said it. Pulled pork, I'm no master at this, but mine's definitely better than this. But yeah, you can find me at TejanoBarbecue.com. You can find me on Instagram, Chef Mel Rodriguez, or Tejano Barbecue, coming summer of 2024, Coconut Grove, Miami. Thank you.